Hey guys, so in this video we will show you how to make this really amazing homemade pizza. So the ingredients you will need will be,
for the base you will need 300 grams of strong white flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of oil, 1 7-gram packet of fast acting yeast, 1 teaspoon of sugar and 250 milliliters of lukewarm water.
The toppings we put on our pizza would be 1 onion, half a pepper, 1 tomato, a few olives, a few jalapenos and some grated cheese.
The sauce you'll need: a box of passata, half a teaspoon of mixed herbs and 3 teaspoons of tomato puree. Also, don't forget to preheat your oven to 220 degrees Celsius. So first you want to add your flour into a sieve and sieve that into your main mixing bowl. Just keep on doing this until all your flour is done.
And then I'm just adding in my yeast sachets into my lukewarm water and stirring that until it's dissolved. I also added in my sugar and salt into this dry mixture, and I made a well so that I could pour in my oil into this. And then what I did was slowly and gradually add in the yeast mixture just so that it doesn't clump up all together. And then you just want to kind of pour in most of your yeast until it becomes a somewhat doughy consistency. And you don't have to add all of it in, just until, like I said, it becomes kind of doughy, wet consistency. Then I'm just sprinkling in some flour onto my surface, and I'm just going to tip out my dough onto that. And I'm just going to start kneading it, incorporating the flour just to make it less sticky. And I just sifted some more flour because it began to become a little bit wet. And then I'm just going to scrape out the stuff in the bowl. And you just want to keep on kneading this until it becomes a smooth and elastic dough.
You want to make it into a round shape, put it back in the bowl for about half an hour until it's proofed and doubled in size.
And then you want to cut open your passata pack, and you want to pour this into your saucepan and put this on a very low heat and keep on stirring.
Then you want to add in half a teaspoon of mixed herbs and just stir that all in. This will give it more flavour. Then you want to add your tomato puree into it and stir that all in.
Then I just washed and peeled my onion, and I'm just slicing this into thin slithers. This is all going to be for the toppings of the pizza. And then I'm just cutting my pepper into small cube shapes so that they're not too big but they're not too small. I did the same for the tomato.
Now I'm beginning to grate my cheese. You will need quite a lot. As you can see, after half an hour the dough has doubled in size, and I'm beginning to roll this out into a thin base.
So I took the passata off the heat and put it in a bowl with cold water to cool down.
Once you're happy with your base, you can lift it out and put it onto your tray. You just want to smooth out the edges until it has reached all the corners of the tray. Then I'm just pouring a ladleful of passata on my base, and we're just going to smooth that over, leaving a bit of a border.
And then I'm just smoothing this over with a spatula to help. And then I'm just going to sprinkle the cheese onto that, and you just want to create quite a thick layer, just enough to cover the surface of it.
So once you've done the cheese, you can do the other toppings. You can start to sprinkle them on. As you can see, we've started with the peppers.
Now we're adding the onions, then the tomatoes,
and any other toppings like olives or jalapenos.
And then I'm just topping this off with bits of mozzarella and putting this in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes as fresh dough cooks quite quickly.
So when we took the pizza out of the oven, this is what it looked like. It was really nice and gold. So we just served this with a bit of garlic bread and some salad.
So the pizza tasted so good. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and find this recipe useful. Thanks for watching.